What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and we are back again with another installment of our Beyond Omega Level series where we break down the most powerful characters in comics. Now, today, we're talking about a character who a lot of you saw putting her powers on display in the MCU, the villain of Thor Ragnarok, Hela. But of course, since this is Comics Explained, we're looking at the comic version of Hela, who was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and first appeared in Journey into Mystery number 102 in 1964, and is way more powerful than the movie version. So like most of the characters that make up the Thor mythos in Marvel Comics, Hela was adapted from Norse mythology, and like the Norse myth she was based on, Hela is the daughter of Loki. Not the Loki that currently exists in the Marvel Universe, but one from a previous version of Asgard that was destroyed in a cycle of Ragnarok. But Hela was born in Jotunheim, the realm of the giants, and her mother is, strangely enough, the mother of monsters in Norse mythology. Now, when she gets older, Odin appoints Hela to be the goddess of the dead and gives her dominion over Hel, a realm which is home to the souls of the dead. Now, even though the name sounds like it should be a realm of torture, it's really more just a resting place, and its appearance can be changed to anything that Hela wishes. But the realm of Hel also includes Valhalla, which is a place of honor for the souls of the bravest, noblest, and most heroic Asgardians, and is also used to contain Elysium, which was the resting place for angels of heaven. Although recently, Odin's daughter Angela was able to usurp Hela's role of that region. But the realm of Valhalla, although physically located in Hel, is not actually under Hela's control, but is itself ruled by Odin. However, Hela has tried on more than one occasion to wrest it from his control. And since her introduction into comics, Hela's basically been one of the most frequent adversaries of both Thor and his father Odin. Now, the list of Hela's powers is incredibly lengthy, as she is technically a giant because her parents are both giants. She also seems to have a lot of physical characteristics and abilities of an Asgardian, even though she isn't really Asgardian at all. At any rate, she possesses enhanced physical attributes including strength, durability, stamina, speed, and agility. Hela's been able to trade punches with Thor and has even been able to knock him off his feet in battle. Now, as for her durability, she's survived hits from characters like Moondragon and Beta Ray Bill without sustaining any injuries whatsoever. Now, Hela is also highly skilled in combat, having bested some formidable opponents in combat, including Thor, Valkyrie, and Angela. Now, Hela is made even more formidable by her weapon of choice, the Knight's Sword, which she can access at any time and which was strong enough to impale Gladiator, who himself has an insane level of durability. Now, the Knight's Sword was also strong enough to cut through Annihilus's exceedingly durable armor and injured Thor so badly that Iron Man remarked it was the worst injury he'd ever seen Thor sustain, although at that point, I don't think Gore had been around. Gore definitely tuned up Thor more than Hela did. But regardless, I love the Thor God of Thunder run by Jason Aaron. But Hela's powers go way beyond her physical prowess, as she's also extremely advanced in magical abilities, which she can use in a wide variety of ways. For example, she can channel her mystical energy into powerful blasts that are capable of disarming Thor from Mjolnir. Hela was also able to deflect spells from Doctor Strange during the time that he was the Sorcerer Supreme. And we're talking about like the original pre-retcon Doctor Strange, who could basically do anything he wanted to. He was just so ridiculously overpowered that he bordered on omnipotence and had to basically have his powers reduced just so they could tell stories about him. So the fact that not only could Hela deflect his spells, but could also manipulate them as she did when she influenced one of his teleportation spells so that he unwittingly ended up in Hel, shows us that she's able to perform magic at an exceedingly high level. She was also able to counteract one of Mephisto's enchantments when she reduced the size of a wall of fire that he'd created. On another occasion, Hela was able to sense the presence of Loki, which is really impressive considering his whole deal is basically being able to sneak around and deceive people, but he wasn't really able to do that with Hela. Hela also uses her magical abilities to alter the environment around her, which we already alluded to when discussing how the realm of Hel can be changed at a whim. Now, just to get an idea of what she can do to manipulate the environment around her, she can immerse an area several miles in diameter in total darkness, or she can create enormous buildings instantaneously. She has caused the realm of Valhalla to tilt, spilling out several souls into Hel, and was able to cast a spell that would separate Valhalla from Asgard, where it was once located, and then relocate it to Hel. She was also able to imbue her sword with enough magical ability to pierce the protective spells that protect Odin while he's in the Odin sleep, which, if you didn't know, Odin has to take a nap every once in a while to restore his mystical energies, and he's extremely vulnerable in this state, so the Asgardians protect him with powerful enchantments. Now, according to Odin's grandfather, Hela's sword also would have been able to cut down Yggdrasil, the world tree that links the 9 realms. Now, since she is a master of death, Hela is able to speed up the aging process process and was able to cause Baldur, the brother of Thor, to age rapidly, as well as bring Thor himself to the point that he almost died of old age, which is really impressive when you consider that Thor can live for thousands of years. She also displays mastery over souls and was able to take a part of Odin's soul and turn it into an entity known as Infinity that was able to destroy planets at will. So if ever there was an argument against Hela being beyond Omega level, that should basically put an end to it. Not only can she steal part of the soul of Odin, but she turned it into a planet-destroying cosmic entity. She also nearly stole the soul of Franklin Richards, one of Marvel's most powerful reality warpers, but of course her spell was interrupted before she could finish it. Now, according to Hela, she perceives all of space and time simultaneously because there is no time or space where death does not hold sway. She can also teleport characters as powerful as Thor, Baldur, and Loki across realms against their will, and was able to send Loki back in time. Now, as the goddess of death, Hela is able to summon and control the dead that reside within her realm. On one occasion, she sent a multitude of the dead to fight against the Hulk, and the ensuing battle lasted for days, and she still had not used up all the souls at her disposal. She was able to bend the cosmic Ghost Rider to her will because as someone who is technically dead, she had complete control over him. In addition to these souls, Hela also has other creatures she commands, such as Fenris the Wolf, a large contingent of trolls and giant spiders, and the Hellhound that guards the gates of her realm. In fact, Hela's forces have proved formidable enough to destroy the Valkyries of Asgard. So yeah, the power level of Hela as we saw her in the MCU isn't really exaggerated at all compared to her comic book counterpart, and in fact, her comic book version is stronger than the version that you saw in the MCU. Just imagine that. Everything she did in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, amplify that about 10 times over, and that's how powerful she is in the comics. She's on a whole different level. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna bring this video to an end. Make sure you leave a comment for anybody you wanna see. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all later. Peace.